Hello and welcome to this week's The Football Show. We are back with a bang. Last week we had Lukey Boy, our co-host Mr. Information, aka Baz. Obviously today we're going to be talking about the football over the weekend, as Chelsea are a sack of shit, I will say already. Obviously Mr. Information brings all the goodies every single week, and which is what we absolutely love. So what have you got for us this week, Mr. Information?
Well, you've just said Chelsea are a bag of shit. But
Yes.
I was going to start with Chelsea 4, Man U 3.
Oh, that was brilliant.
What a game that was.
Oh, that,
Brilliant
well,
game, wasn't it?
obviously,
Really
I
good
told
game.
you, didn't I? But I literally turned it off when it was 3-3. I
Yeah.
know we was losing 3-2. I turned it off and went, this fucking shit, so I went
Yeah.
to bed. And then as soon as I got to bed, they scored.
Well, I only saw the second half myself. Cole
game.
Palmer had the hat-trick.
Yeah, did you see
Brilliant.
Mason Mount was trying to put him off, shouting at him?
Yeah.
That's the reason why he
Yeah.
did that there.
Yeah, I did
I had
see
to laugh
yeah.
at that, it was so
yeah.
funny.
Yeah, no, good game. Really good game. And
How can we go from that to drawing 2-2 against
Sheffield
Sheffield United? I
don't
mean,
know. I
it's
don't
like
know.
as if we go from like quite good to super shit.
Especially after being in the lead. We're in the lead twice as well when you get
Yeah,
Sheffield.
yeah.
I don't
And the
know.
worst part about it was that if we won, we could have been into like Europa
You'd been
Conference spot.
pushing for the top half.
Yeah, but I doubt it. I don't think we are, and I still don't think Pochettino is the right man. No offense to the bloke, he might be a nice bloke, but I just generally don't think he's the right bloke for it.
I keep saying it. I've said it nearly every week, but I think you need to give him more time. I think
Yeah.
he hasn't had a full season yet.
We sacked Potter, who had 1
think-
point less than Pochettino,
Yeah, but
and we're staying with.
Pochettino. I don't know. I think you just got to give him at least one more season,
Nah.
and then
Yeah, I'll give it. If he doesn't get Europe, then sack him, and then bring Tuchel back. That's the
he
plan.
ain't going to get Europe this season. I don't think. I think this season's too far. Oh, yeah,
It might do.
I said last week, didn't I?
It
You
might
might
do.
win the FA Cup, and then it all in the garden will be rosy again.
Well, yeah,
Yeah.
but that's
shall
the
see.
problem with Chelsea fans. We're too.
We shall see.
I scored. I'm just trying to have a quick look. What's the table looking? Because it is. Like, I mean, okay, yeah, point. It's better to have a point than lose. But
Yeah.
even then, it's still shit. I mean,
Mm.
we're ninth. We've still got a game in hand, so we still could go up to 8th.
All right.
No, we won't. We still stay 9th, even if we win, because Newcastle have got
I mean,
13.
it's not great by Chelsea standards, is it?
Oh no,
but-
we should be pushing at least
You'd think so with the money they've
competition
spent, but
for the top. But
I don't know. They bought a lot of players in over the last year, 18 months, haven't they?
I can see. I
And-
can
and-
see the talent.
Hopefully they'll. I mean, Mudryk is starting to look.
Oh,
half
why
decent,
didn't he
isn't- I
fucking
don't
play?
know.
They pissed me off when he did play him.
You know, he's looking good. You know, I think you've got a midfield which is
Conor Gallagher. I don't like Casado.
No, you don't.
I'd rather have
Chukwuemeka.
I'd rather have Fernandez and Gallagher and
Yeah.
Chukwuemeka, whatever his name is, either there
Mm.
or Cole Palmer. But Palmer looks better on the left than he does in the middle.
Yeah.
But then Mudwayke, oh
he
mate.
looked good when he came
Mate,
on. When
I
he
tell
came on
you
against
what,
Sheffield, didn't he? Took
But
his
he
goal
was,
well.
again, he was the difference. Same as the Man
Yeah.
United. He literally took the ball and run, and that was what I loved
Mm.
about it. But then after a
Mm.
bit, when it came fucking, I just had a feeling it was going to be a good game.
Mm.
To be fair,
Yeah. I said the title race is getting really interesting now, isn't
oh, I
it?
tell you off.
Man City beat Crystal Palace 4-2.
Aye.
Again, come from behind.
And then you've got
Ev-
Ev31.
Yeah.
Ev was playing.
David was De Bruyne though against.
Oh, He's the difference. It's funny.
I mean,
You don't have him.
It shows what a great squad they've got. I mean, Foden scored a hat trick against Villa
Oh yeah.
in the
yeah.
previous game. Then he's an unused sub against Crystal Palace.
Yeah,
But
which
I think
makes you laugh.
I think he's probably saving for Real Madrid tonight.
Ah, probably. I don't think
You
of that
know,
actually.
to be fair,
But I
but
think I think there was at the same time. Yeah, they got a good squad,
mm,
but they've got the best manager in the world, and
Well,
that
they
makes a
have.
difference. I think if you gave somebody like Graham Potter, I still don't think he would still challenge the
so,
title.
so if you put Graham Potter in charge of that Man City squad,
I don't think I don't think he'd do it because it's not just like nothing against Potter. I just think it's the egos of players. I just don't think he'd be able to handle them. Same as Chelsea. He couldn't he couldn't handle them at Chelsea.
maybe not. Maybe not.
I just generally
I
think
still
it's
I
just
think Potter's a good manager, but probably Brighton was maybe his level. Do you think?
yeah. I think Brighton. He
That
should have
kind-
stayed at Brighton.
Yeah.
I know.
But
I know you want.
You can't blame him for taking the
No, you
Chelsea
can't
job.
blame him.
You want to challenge yourself and improve yourself, don't you?
Yeah, but even when even when I said it to you, didn't I? I said that's the wrong fucking signing to do.
Yeah.
I said the worst thing
Yeah.
was sacking Tuchel.
Mm.
I am sorry, but we need to get rid of. My personal belief: get rid of Pochettino at the end of the season, bring in Tuchel, start again. Now give Tuchel the time
it
because
looks-
no
I think it
offense,
looks
he
like
took us to.
Tuchel could be a free agent in the summer, couldn't
No,
he?
he is. He's already he's already been agreed that
Of course
he's
he has,
leaving
yeah.
at the end of the
Yeah,
season
he's going, isn't he?
because they're looking at Brighton manager to become Bayern's manager, aren't they? And there's another one, a Spaniard,
Oh, I
another
don't know.
Spaniard.
It's just a merry-go-round, isn't it? Especially with the Liverpool job being up for grabs
Well, that's
as
the
well in
thing.
the
Like,
summer.
who would you rather take over, Bayern or Liverpool, if you got given the opportunity?
I mean, probably Bayern. I don't know.
Okay,
I don't know.
I
I
think
mean, they're two massive clubs, aren't they?
yeah.
I mean, I'd probably be more inclined to take the Liverpool job because I'm an English man, you know. But if I was German, I'd probably say Bayern. So it all depends where you're from to a degree. But two great clubs, two massive clubs, and two wonderful jobs. You know, I think they're equally as big as each other, really.
Mm.
You know, two massive European powerhouses, aren't they?
Yeah, I think
So-
Liverpool's got. I think Liverpool's. I wouldn't say it's the bigger club. I think they're both the same level, but I don't know. I'll probably good for Bayern to something different.
Mm.
But then the league ain't as good as.
Well,
the
that's
Premier
been
League,
proven,
though, is
that's
it?
been
That's-
proven this season, hasn't it?
Yeah. Oh God.
I mean, you
yeah,
look at
definitely.
the Premier League; it's a three-horse race for the title. You look at in Germany, and
Leverkusen.
Leverkusen are 16 points clear.
And you said they've got to win one more game, and
I
they
think
win
they've
it.
got to
haven't
win maybe one or two. I think it's one, isn't it?
I think you said they only
Yeah.
need 2 points, and they can't. They can. And then
Yeah.
Bayern's lost it.
Mm.
But at the same time,
What's
that's
the
what I love about football. And you said it because you made me realise that when you said that's the magic of football. Even though we drew 2-2, you still said that's the magic. You don't know who's going to win.
No.
You don't,
Espe-
anybody could play in the
especially
day.
in the Premier League, because more on the day, anybody can beat anybody.
Mm. I think
Apart
back
from
in,
Man City.
I think today's more open today. I think like
Yeah.
there's more upsets today than there was back in Mourinho, Fergie time. Looking back when Abramovich era, say
Yeah,
Abramovich era
yeah.
because that's the only easiest thing. I think there was less upsets then than there was now. I think now it was like
Yeah.
Brentford with you.
Yeah.
3-3.
I couldn't believe the Villa last Saturday throwing away a 2-0 lead. I mean,
And you was there as well.
I was. I mean, fair play to Brentford, 3 goals in 9 minutes. But then, I was saying the other day, as a Villa fan or as Villa, Aston Villa, if you've got any aspirations of playing in the Champions League, you can't
Yep.
be throwing away a 2-0 lead at home to Brentford.
No.
It's just. And then what happens then? Tottenham go and win on the
Yeah,
Sunday to take
yeah.
fourth spot, which was always going to happen.
Same points though. It's 60.
Yeah, but they've got one more. They've got a better goal difference slightly in a game in hand,
Oh, are they?
which is against Chelsea, believe it or not.
Is it really?
Yeah.
Where at the bridge or what?
I'm not sure. I'm not
They're
sure.
probably losing that.
But thank God for Ollie Watkins, 2 more goals.
Yes.
I tell you what, that guy, 2-headed goals as well.
He ain't that
he's-
tall of a.
He's so good in the air. He
No.
he really hangs. I mean, his second goal. I don't know if you saw it at the far post.
Yeah.
He seemed to hang in the air, and
seen it in the
he
highlight.
jumps behind the goalkeeper and 2 of their defenders.
Thing is
Brilliant.
with him, it's like and he used to play for Brentford as well, didn't he?
He
That's what
got
made me
a bit
laugh
of a
as well.
stick as well, so I think he enjoyed his 2 goals.
Yeah, I was
Yeah.
gonna say.
Yeah.
But no offence though, if you had an opportunity to go to Villa or stay at Brentford, you'd go
it's
to
like-
Villa,
it's
wouldn't
like, there's always a progression, isn't there?
you? Yeah.
There's always a progression.
You can't. You wouldn't. You might be a bit envy or jealous of other people. I think of
Mm.
if somebody took a position that you want, but
Mm.
I think if you got given an opportunity to go higher, I think most I wouldn't. I used to be, but not anymore. I wouldn't take it, but I think most people would, wouldn't they? It's just.
Well, people forget as well. Konza came from Brentford.
Did he?
Ezri Konza. Yeah.
I didn't realise
Because Watkins is obviously a more high profile player.
that. Yeah.
He sort of takes the heat off Konza a bit when we
Yeah,
play
yeah.
Brentford, so that doesn't get mentioned.
I'm
a lot.
shocked. When was that? When did you buy Konsa?
I think might have been Dean Saunders who signed him.
Oh, that was a good
Dean,
signing.
Dean Saunders. Dean Smith, sorry.
That's
Dean
a good
Smith, yeah.
signing.
Yeah.
Christ.
Yeah. So
Makes me laugh. Is he the one who got you into the Premier League?
Saunders. Dean Smith. Yeah.
Because you sacked him because they had a bad spell,
yeah.
didn't they?
They had a
Then you
bit
went
of
to
a bad run,
Gerrard.
and they got rid of him unfortunately for him, and bought Gerrard in. And
I thought he was a pretty decent manager, to be
Dean
fair.
Smith
but-
did really well. I mean, he got us up and he kept us up for a
Mm.
couple of years, but then obviously the owners then wanted to kick on.
Yeah.
And they perhaps thought Dean Smith wasn't the man for the job.
Yeah,
but-
it's sad, really, because
Who knows?
he seems a nice bloke, don't
Decent manager as well. I'm surprised nobody's took him on. I know he had a little spell at Leicester when he left the Villa.
he? Was it Leicester? I thought it was
That-
Nottingham.
No, he was like a little caretaker there, wasn't he?
Oh,
with
was he?
Yeah, didn't work out, but
To be fair, he's got probably enough money. He could chill for a bit.
yeah, I
More.
would have thought he got a nice payout from the Villa when he got.
Oh
sacked.
God,
Yeah.
yeah.
So yeah, Everton jammed a win the weekend, didn't they? against
Oh,
Burnley.
that was a
Did
fluke.
you see the goal? The
That's a
Calvert-Lewin goal.
Calvert-Lewin, fucking fluke. That
I mean, I
was.
don't know what the bloody Burnley goal he was doing. Is it Marich?
Ah,
The
the,
Burnley
w-
keeper.
the worst part about it, you watch him. He's looking forward. You can see the
Yeah.
player. And he just goes, "Oh,
And he's got so much time, and he just dillies and dallies, and just
yeah."
and before you know it, Calvert-Lewin's on top of him, and just
Oh,
just
it was a fluke goal, but don't get me wrong. But Everton fans are going mental for it.
Mm.
They need it, and they've been deducted 2
I
points on
know,
top,
yeah,
are they?
Yeah, I'm going to have a chat about that a bit later on, but yeah. I mean, it was a big 3 points for Spurs, but for Spurs, God, I'm on. What's wrong with me today? Big 3 points for Everton.
So it's that
Yeah,
what's called toad of the whole Kaylee's
Yeah,
made. It's
yeah.
give you food
yeah,
poisoning.
it's big 3 points. Big 3 points for Everton. Like you say, especially with the way FFP is going.
Yeah. Oh God. Though I think. Have you seen Man City? They've been pushed by the fair play. I was reading on Sky Sports saying that they're trying to make it go faster now, aren't they?
Well, I was going to talk about that a little bit later.
I'm going ahead out tonight. So
we'll have a chat about that in a bit because I've got a few details about the Man City
Okay.
situation, so we'll have a chat about that in a bit. It's a good win for Newcastle as well away at Fulham, 1-0.
Yeah. Oh,
It was a bit of a dog game. I saw
yeah. I
it,
could admit that one.
I mean, Bruno Gamari's got the goal. So he's
it was a good volley.
he's becoming a really important player for
Oh
Newcastle.
God,
isn't
I could see him going.
he? Yeah,
I generally think he'd be going to.
I think, and the fact that Tonali's suspended, with the
yeah,
gambling
yeah.
situation.
Even more now.
I
Yeah.
think Gamari's is just huge for Newcastle.
I generally think he's gonna go.
Do you really?
I think he's gonna get to. I could see him something like I don't know, maybe Inter or something. Something big.
Maybe.
Because I generally think. Like I think Newcastle is one of the biggest English clubs, and I agree on
Yeah,
that.
huge
But
club.
but I think if you got like Inter Milan or something like that,
Mm.
poaching out, or even Unger to PSG.
I
chance.
think Newcastle will really kick on next season.
Do you think?
Yeah, I think they're just simmering at the moment, and I think once they get their players back, Wilson, Joe Linton. Joe Linton signed in a deal as well, so he's
is he?
staying. Anthony Gordon's playing really well, isn't he?
Yeah, yeah.
And then you've got
Isaac,
Isaac.
mate, what
He's
a player!
quality, isn't he?
I'd have him at Chelsea.
Then obviously you've got Kamara's in midfield.
Yes, yes.
Who's the little one on the right wing? I can't remember his name.
Oh, Almiron.
Almiron.
And
Do you
then
know
you've also got.
I really like Almiron. He had a slow start, but
Just pick it up a bit later.
when he first saw Newcastle, but yeah.
Oh, what was Then you got Trippier, Dan Burn. Is it Dan Burn?
Dan Burn,
I'm really shocked.
Fabian Schär.
He's a left back, right? You look at his pace on FIFA; they slate him
Mm.
like crazy for his
Yeah.
pace. But I watch him; he's actually not a bad player.
I like Trippier. He can take. He's really good at dead ball situations.
Oh God,
as well,
yeah.
free kicks and corners,
Cracking cross on him, I tell you.
Yeah.
And I generally do think, no offense to Dubravka, I mean, he's playing football than I'd love to, but I generally think Nick Pope is better than
I think
him.
so, yeah.
But
I
I
think
generally
so.
think if Nick Pope was there, there'd be less goals.
Of
Gone
course,
through, I
he's
think.
Newcastle's number one, isn't he? And unfortunately,
He's out to
he
the
got
end of
that
the season.
shoulder
isn't he?
injury, didn't he? Dislocated his shoulder, I believe.
Yep. I watched that. I think I
watched it.
watched that.
That must be painful. But I see Luton are still scrapping. They got a good win against Bournemouth. didn't they?
I do hope they stay up. To be fair,
Do you know what? I'd love them to stop up. Don't they? Will. I think they'll go with Burnley and
you think?
and Sheffield.
I do hope that Everton go down.
Yeah.
I'm sick of I just think obviously. I think the owner, how he's working with the club, I just don't. It doesn't look right. It doesn't look good.
No.
They're more bothered about a new stadium than they are about
Well,
position.
that will be the ironies, won't it, if they get relegated. and
yeah.
then New stadium in the Championship.
But then again, they've only got a small stadium, haven't they? Really?
Goodison Park. It's not. I mean, it's a nice stadium. I've been there a few times. It's not the biggest, but it's all right. Yeah, it's a decent
compared to
stadium.
Liverpool, though.
No, well, Newcastle, Liverpool have done a lot of improvements on their
Yes,
new
yes.
stands and increased the capacity. It's. Did you see the Wolves disallowed goal against West Ham?
I'm trying to remember.
It was 2-1 to West Ham.
I was in the 90th minute,
90th minute, and
what did they do? I did watch it, but I can't remember it.
Kilman's risen, headed the ball in,
Yeah.
and there's a Wolves player standing by the goalkeeper, and it's been disallowed because they reckon the goalkeeper was unsighted, and the Wolves player was in an offside position, so he's obviously affecting the play.
That's when it goes from right to left, isn't it, in front of the keeper?
That's
Is
it.
that right?
Yeah,
I think I've seen that. I think that's.
But yeah, so I mean, unbelievable, and the goalkeeper's taller than the guy. You can see over him.
That's the one
I mean,
thing.
even David Moyes came out, and so did the West Ham goalkeeper. They both said shouldn't have been he shouldn't have been disallowed.
Blimey.
And Gary O'Neill was fuming.
Well,
understandably.
Easily. You think you put a complaint in, wouldn't you? Put a complaint into
well, yeah, he's really spoke his mind, O'Neill, since it happened. And he's 100% right in my opinion. I think he's got every right to speak his mind because that was a disgrace.
It was. And the thing is, they wonder why VAR is so bad. But when you see fuck ups like that is something serious.
And it seems to be Wolves more than anybody.
This season.
Who are getting these VAR
this season
errors. I mean, there was one right at the beginning of the season where the United goalkeeper, Onana, completely wiped out the Wolves.
Oh, God, it should have been a penalty, shouldn't it?
And
is that when we punched the ball and he punched the player at the same time?
He took the player out, completely wiped him out. And if that's not a foul, I don't know what is.
But then does it come to the fact of is football fixed? Is football backhanders?
I don't think it's fixed, far from it. But I just think
there is some foul playing beyond the scenes.
Yeah, and I think sometimes the bigger clubs do seem to get the decisions more often than
not. I agree on that one.
For whatever reason, but I wouldn't say it's fixed. I mean, we've had this conversation before. I don't think football's fixed at all.
It is for the betting for Tonali, eh?
Well, yeah. That's Man U 2 Liverpool. So that was a decent game.
That was a really good game. I really enjoyed that.
I mean, that was crucial.
We watched that.
Crucial for Liverpool to win that game, wasn't it? And they ended up not winning it. I mean, they had so many chances. I mean, how the hell they didn't win that game?
I have no clue. Did you see? Was it 27 shots? Was it or something?
Stupid.
I
know Salah got a penalty, but he was a bit off his game, I thought.
He did look right, did he?
He had a couple of good chances, which he would normally gobble up, and he didn't.
It wouldn't surprise me if Salah and Virgil van Dijk leave.
Well, there's talk on the radio, full enough today, about Salah, rumours going to Saudi.
Because Klopp's going.
Yeah.
I generally do think Klopp going is going to force a lot of the old players out. Not force them out, but a lot of the old players are going to go,
yeah,
I've had my time at Liverpool now. I'm going to go somewhere else that's going to probably offer me the same amount of money. But I can, you know what I mean?
I would agree with that. You might find Virgil van Dijk.
You probably could say Van Dijk, Mohamed Salah, Alisson because he's 31.
Yeah, you got Robertson, haven't you, the fullback?
Robertson. I wouldn't say
there's
Trent
four players who've been there more or less all through the Klopp era.
Yeah.
Haven't they?
I'm trying to think of anybody else. To be fair, by the way, Fabinho's gone. Fabinho's gone. Maybe Jota. I don't know. Maybe Jota because he seems to be obviously prior to his injuries, but sometimes he's like a super sub. He
can be. You did well when Salah was playing in the Nations Cup, didn't they?
I generally think it's I just don't know who else they could have as managers. Like who's top?
That's the trouble, isn't it? It was the same when Ferguson left United and when Wenger left Arsenal.
They was doomed. Whoever took over was doomed.
It's just massive boots to fill, isn't it?
It is.
And Liverpool, when Klopp goes, it's going to be the same for the.
Oh yeah, exactly. Was it 9 seasons? Has it been there?
I think it's 9, isn't it? Yeah. But somebody will take the challenge on, and it's a massive job. It's a big job anyway, but it's even bigger following Klopp.
It's going to be the same as Fergie.
Yeah.
No, I wouldn't say Arsene Wenger to a certain degree because Arsene Wenger wasn't winning trophies all the time. No, Fergie was.
But he was at Arsenal for 20 odd years.
Oh god, yeah. I still think
successful.
I still think it's going to be a Fergie.
He was Unai Emery, wasn't he? He went to Arsenal after.
It's a shame, really, because they treated him like shit.
Yeah.
But then again, all fans are fickle bastards, are they?
We are. But what a goal by Kobbie Mainoo, by the way, against Liverpool. The one when he turned and put it in the top corner.
Oh god, yeah, that was a beast, man.
I mean,
that was a beast.
He's some player, isn't
he? 18 years old.
He's only 18, isn't he?
Yeah. Brilliant.
Mo Salah's goal, the penalty, he broke a record. He has now scored more goals against Manchester United in the Premier League era than anybody else.
Wow.
Huh. So yeah.
That's it.
Interesting stat.
Yeah, another player that we shouldn't have sold, but
we've already mentioned Sheffield United 2, Chelsea 2, haven't we?
Yeah, let's skip that bit.
The 93rd minute Ollie McBurney.
Let's thank you, man. Let's skip it.
I think we've done Chelsea to death, haven't we?
That's it. A sack of shit.
Good win for Spurs against Forest. We mentioned earlier that takes them into 4th.
Yeah, good say. I think to be fair, they ain't gonna challenge for the title. Or far from it. But I generally think it's you two are going to be battling out for 4th place. That's what's so.
It's going to be interesting.
It is. You got the top 3, then you got you two. I think this is my personal. And then you got the conference, Europa, and everything like that. Pardon me, same old Europa League. Relegation. Yeah. Relegation. I generally think, it's an exciting season, especially for Arsenal, Liverpool, So I just bored of Man City winning it, man. I
No, you're
just
not the only
really
one.
want somebody else to win it.
You're not the only one. Yeah.
I want somebody else.
I've not won it the last 4 seasons or something. City.
Yeah, somewhere.
Yeah.
He break.
Yeah.
He break.
Oh.
He
Oh,
break.
thank you. Beautiful.
He break.
Thank you, darling.
Thanks. Thank you.
Oh, I didn't think she'd ever bring the tea in.
Ah.
Yeah, but no, good win for Spurs, wasn't it, that one?
Yeah, take it off, man.
Yeah,
I think.
Forest aren't doing too bad this season. I know they're struggling at the bottom, but they're
Yeah,
a tough
but,
nut to crack. I mean, they beat Villa.
yeah. But then at the same time, though, mate, again, they've got some good players. He's
Mm.
just trying to get the momentum going. I don't know. I think to a certain degree they're in trouble, ain't they, with financial fair play? Still, ain't they?
Forest.
Yeah.
Well, they've had their 4 points, haven't they?
Oh, was it 4 points? I didn't know. When was that?
Yeah, it was last week, I believe.
Oh, was it last week? So 4
yeah.
points. Oh, bloody hell.
But,
What does that look like in the Premier? Let's have a look now. I've got a quick
they're on
butchers.
25 points. So I think it's Luton, Forest, and then Brentford.
Oh God, yeah. So you got
Okay.
Sheffield United 16, Burnley 19, Luton 25, Forest 25, Everton 27, and Everton still got a game in hand, so they could jump up to 30.
Yeah.
That would.
I
Palace then.
think Everton will be okay, even though they've got more points this week. I think they'll be
Yeah,
okay.
I just hope that it'd be Sheffield United, Burnley, and Forest, and Luton stays up just because it's the smallest club
Yeah.
at the Premier League.
Yeah.
Like I think that'd be really, really good.
Yeah. Talking about financial fair play, Leicester are in a bit of trouble, aren't they?
Why?
They've been told that they've been investigated because I don't know, I've said before, over 3 years you're allowed to lose 105 million.
Yeah,
Any more than that, you're going to be in the shit.
so that relegation battle's
And
really.
it was and Leicester's last 3 seasons in the Premier League, they reported a loss of 215 million. And like I say, you're only allowed to
Damn.
lose 105. So they're being investigated at the moment. So there's talk if Leicester do get promoted this season,
Yeah.
they could start the season on minus if they do get
Bloody hell.
points.
What is the championship table looking?
Leicester
Yeah.
went back top, didn't they? Because
Oh, did they?
Leeds lost, Ipswich lost, and I believe Southampton drew. Leicester beat Birmingham, didn't they?
Yeah. I'll find it on here. Welcome.
So they're back. So it's I mean, both the Premier League and the Championship, they're both really interesting at top and bottom.
Oh yeah, I see what you're saying. Plus Leicester's got a game in hand,
Yeah.
so they could get 91 points. Can't
Birmingham City went into the relegation zone in the Championship last weekend after that losing that
Yeah.
game to Leicester. Because
Yeah.
Huddersfield and Sheffield United both won.
they? Imagine that League One Birmingham.
Oh yeah, it's a distinct possibility. I think there's 5 games left.
Yes.
I mean, it's in their own hands still. So we shall see.
I think as well. Then West Brom are not doing okay.
they lost a 2-0 lead last week, a bit like the Villa. They
Oh,
were 2-0
blimey.
up at Stoke and 2-2.
Southampton are fourth, Leeds are third. So really, it could be Leeds, Ipswich, and Leicester.
All
Deal.
big clubs, mate. All big clubs. All
Yeah.
been in the Premier League before.
Oh dear, little man's not happy.
I know, yeah, so-
But that's a good thing about. I don't watch Championship football.
I'll do.
I should do, to
I
be
quite
fair. I
like
should
it. I
do.
quite like it because it hasn't got VAR, which I think makes it even better.
Oh, you got VAR.
There's no VAR in the Championship now.
Oh,
I think it's
okay.
great. Good old days.
Yeah. Where's Fergie time? Who was I moaning about the other day? Oh, somebody was. I think it might have been Ten Hag moaning that the whistle got blown on their attack or some shit like. Or was it Liverpool, something like that?
Not sure.
Might have been Man United. I don't know. One of the games I've seen.
Yeah.
It was half time and they blew the whistle and there was in the counter attack.
Right.
And I thought to myself, well, you can't moan Man United's. I swear it was Man United. Because I was like, Man United's history, Fergie time. Mate,
Yeah.
it was supposed to have stopped 5 minutes ago, 12
Yeah.
minutes later.
Yeah.
It's like it's still playing. I always remember
Yeah.
that. It pissed me off, that did.
We're always moaning about referees and VAR and all that bollocks.
Mhm.
You know what referees earn in the Premier League?
42 grand?
Top referees, 147 grand.
No.
Yep.
147 grand.
So there's three tiers of wages for the referees depending on your age and experience.
Deal.
And the top refs, 147.
Wow.
Not bad, is it?
That's
I
not
mean,
fucking bad
I
at
know
all.
they take a hell of a lot of shit and a lot of grief.
And they get death threats as
yeah,
well.
Yeah. So I mean, they
Yeah.
probably bloody earn that money. You know what I mean? But it's not a bad wage, is it? When you
No,
think
not
about
at
what
all.
the
And plus,
normal working
you have
man
your
earns.
food expenses, your fuel
Mm.
expenses, company car.
Mm.
You can't really moan at that.
Yeah. Yeah.
KLB referee.
Yeah. Last week we said who's going to win the league.
Mm-hmm.
Have we changed our mind now that
Nope.
Liverpool drew? You still think Liverpool?
I still Liverpool or Arsenal.
I've got
I prefer to Arsenal
I've
to
got
win
the
that.
fixtures here in front of me. Remaining fixtures. 7 games left. So Liverpool have got Crystal Palace at home.
Well, the last game.
No, for next.
Oh, next one.
That's a win, isn't it?
That's a win.
Fulham away.
Win.
Everton away.
Win.
West
Easy.
Ham, West Ham away.
Win.
Spurs at home.
Possible loss.
Villa away.
Never know with the Villa.
No, you don't. That's true.
Never know.
But-
Are you going to that game?
Yeah, but I think Liverpool will come to Villa Park needing to win that game
Yeah.
because that's the
You
last.
could be the title decider match.
Well, we've got to play Arsenal as well this weekend. And then
Oh, actually,
Liverpool finish with Wolves at home.
Ooh, what are you at home for that?
For the Arsenal? No, Villa have got Arsenal away on Sunday.
Oh, why?
And then Man City, Man City have got a good running. You listen to this. I've got Luton at home,
Hopefully Luton plays good on the day.
Spurs away, which is their only tricky game, I think. Then they've got Brighton, Forest, Wolves, Fulham, and West Ham. Man City.
Yeah, it's a nice, easier end of the season.
I mean, you can see City winning all of them, can't you?
Maybe the Wolves. I'm not too sure because
I mean, Wolves at home. I mean, Wolves is at Man City.
oh, is it Man City?
I
Oh,
think
I
they're
don't know.
tricky. They're been honest, can you Spurs away, Man City.
So what about Arsenal's though?
Well, Arsenal have got Villa at home
Yeah.
on Sunday, which we just mentioned. They've got Wolves as well. They've got Chelsea at home,
Okay.
Spurs away. So there's 2 derbies there for them, which
We'll
makes
probably lose.
that makes
yeah.
it tricky, doesn't it? The derbies.
Well, to be fair, I do hope we do lose then, because like I said, I'd rather have Arsenal win.
And they've got Bournemouth at home, and they've got Man U away, which will be interesting. And
Yeah.
then they finish with Everton at home, and Everton might need just to win that to stay up.
Well, yeah.
Depending on how they get on between now
Ooh,
and
it's
then.
an exciting end to the season.
Really, really interesting, isn't it?
The only one thing that really frustrates me is that they always play the end of the season game, like 3 o'clock on a Sunday.
They play them all at the same time.
Yeah, because obviously not
So
betting
there's
and
no
stuff.
funny
is it?
business.
Yeah, but like, I still think they should play at least show all the games or something. They don't, do they?
No. We got the return of the Champions League tonight, haven't we?
Oh God, yeah, we're literally.
Some tasty quarterfinals there, aren't
we
there?
got 15 minutes before we got
Yeah,
before
so
we
we've
were
got-
scored.
Real Madrid, Man City. That's
Yes,
a tough draw, isn't it, for City?
I think they lose.
You
I
think they'll go out?
I generally think they're gonna go. I think but it's hard though, because if you think about it, most of the time, who has the second leg at home, most of the time they
Yeah.
win.
Which is what City have got in their favour.
Yeah,
Yeah.
where Arsenal's the opposite. Arsenal's got to get to Bayern, but then again, Bayern's getting beaten at home quite easy.
They're not having
So
a good season, but they might look at the Champions League as their only chance of a trophy this season, which it is.
yes, yeah.
So they'll be all guns blazing.
Yes,
But,
I do laugh
uh,
if they do win that. To be fair,
I
and then
did hear earlier that the last 2 times Arsenal have played Bayern have come through.
smashed them.
Yeah,
Was it
f-
10-1 or
5-1
something?
each
5-1.
time. Both times. And then you've got Atletico Madrid against Dortmund, which will be an interesting tie.
Was that tomorrow? Because
That's tomorrow. And tomorrow you've got PSG against Barcelona. You'll be watching that, won't you?
I'll be watching the Barca. Yeah, I don't think. I think they'll probably beat PSG. But who goes into the next round then? Say if obviously I know obviously it's a two
Two
leg,
legs, yeah.
but obviously let's say Barcelona win. Did they play Atletico or Dortmund? Is it,
I'm not sure how the draw works,
or is it
actually.
the pot again?
I'm not sure, mate. Because
Is it-
sometimes they draw the semis
Yeah,
at the same
that's what I
time, don't they?
thought.
I'm not sure. I haven't seen that, to be honest.
Because that
I
would be
need to look up-
interesting
I'll look that up.
because obviously Atletico Madrid.
Yeah.
Obviously Barca beat Atletico. I can't stop burping, sorry. And that'd be good because that'd be funny if it's an all Spanish final,
Yeah.
wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Because I'll be there cheering Barca, but
Yeah.
I don't. I gotta admit, I generally don't think Barca will win it.
No.
Even though
They're not
Xavi's leaving
Not
it in the
beside
season.
where are they?
No.
Barcelona. But there's some interesting Europa League quarterfinals this week as well on Thursday. I mean, there's a
Thursday?
big Italian tie. AC Milan against Roma.
Oh yes, yeah.
And then you've got, we spoke earlier about Leverkusen v West Ham. I mean, that's a tough draw for West Ham, isn't it? I mean, Leverkusen are unbeaten this season in all
Yep.
competitions. 16 points clear in the Bundesliga. Flying.
It'd be
So
interesting, absolutely
I'd
interesting.
like to see that game.
Oh, you're on at 8 o'clock
Yeah.
against Lille.
And then we've got, again in the Europa League, you've got Benfica against Marseille. And Liverpool are playing at Atalanta.
Yeah, I think obviously Liverpool will smash them.
Yeah.
I think Benfica beat Marseille, and
Mm.
I think it's going to be a Milan Liverpool, Benfica, and
Leverkusen.
Leverkusen.
Yeah.
But it'd be funny, wouldn't it, if Leverkusen got to the final, Liverpool, Leverkusen? That'd be quite good.
Yeah.
And Xavi Alonso.
Yeah.
And I know, is that Wembley? Is he? No, I'm thinking the Euros. Anytime is that
Yeah.
Wembley?
Yeah, they're at. No, they're in Germany, aren't they? The Euros.
that
European
Champions League final.
Is that at Wembley this year?
Champions League final, so
Yeah.
at Wembley. That'd be quite interesting, wouldn't it, to see?
Yeah. And then you got Villa, haven't you, as well, against Lille in the from an English perspective on Thursday night in the Europa Conference League. But Villa at home first, which, as you've just said, is not ideal.
No, because you do find that the teams, if they lose, they struggle, don't they? They struggle.
Yeah, and you've also got if Villa beat Lille, they'll play Olympiacos, the Greek team, or Fenerbahce in the semi-final.
That's not too bad. That's not too bad.
But in the other half of the draw, you've got Fiorentina, who are a good Italian outfit.
Yeah.
So it's going to be interesting.
I still think you got more chance of winning it.
Yeah, interesting week.
They off.
Yeah.
What more information
Well,
have you
I
got?
wanted to touch on. We spoke about FFP briefly. I just want to talk a bit more about that. I mean, obviously we've said Everton have been docked a further 2 points, so they've been docked a total of 8 points this season. Forest have been docked 4, and also I heard yesterday that there's another possible point deduction for Everton, which will happen next season if it does happen, because they've overspent on the new ground. I say whoever does the books at Everton wants their arse kicking.
I was going to say, I want sacking, or you want to get somebody else in?
Bloody hell. But yeah, and as we've mentioned
You're
before,
only allowed to spend so much then on a new stadium.
well, it's all about balancing the books, isn't it?
Oh.
You can't afford to to lose more than 105 million across the board.
So that's even bloody
whether
hell.
it's on players or a new ground or whatever.
But then wouldn't that help the club though itself by expanding out to match that?
You'd think so, wouldn't you?
Yeah,
I mean,
you
there
would
must be
say.
some kind of leeway with that. But this charge is apparently to do with, or potential charge is to do with the overspending on the new ground.
Huh.
So it's
You learn something new every day.
You do, yeah.
Yeah.
But going back to Man City, we've said before, haven't they? They've got 115 FFP charges hanging over their heads, and apparently, the trial is going to begin this year in autumn.
Oh, that's okay.
And it's going to be, the verdict is expected in summer next year, 2025.
Summer next year.
It's going to take best part of a year. I mean, if you look, I've got the charges here. There's 115 charges. There's 54 charges failing to provide accurate and up-to-date financial information.
Oh, that does surprise you.
That
does not surprise you.
14 charges of failing to provide accurate financial reports for the manager and the players' wages. There's 5 charges of failing to comply with UEFA regulations financially. There's 7 charges of breaching the Premier League's profit and sustainability regulations. And there's 35 charges failing to cooperate with the Premier League investigations. And
They've got to be fucked.
I mean, say there's 115 charges there, which we've just read out. Even if they get done for 10 of them,
It's going to put them back in the.
I mean, Everton have been done for 2, and look at all that.
Nah, they're fucked. They've had it.
So we're going to
Absolutely
find
had
that out next summer. So it's summer next year. So it's at the end of next season.
Oh.
It's going to happen for another year.
Which is a bit of a shitter because that means they could have one final stint going at it, and then after that all the players fade away.
But I mean, if those charges, they're found guilty of those, that's unexcusable.
They could even, with all them charges, they could technically even go down 2 leagues. Apparently, if it's that bad.
Well, they did that to Rangers in Scotland, didn't they?
Yeah.
And to Juventus in Italy.
Yes.
They both got demoted 2 divisions.
Yeah. Then built back again.
Yeah. So I mean,
you never know, mate.
That's going to be super interesting, isn't it?
Yeah, definitely.
It really is.
Oh, definitely.
It really is. Yeah.
So before we end, my friend, what have you got for this week?
Well, there's nothing. I like to set you a little test down at the end.
That's it.
But this is only a little silly one because obviously with the season coming to the end, all the usual suspects are going to bag all the trophies again.
Yeah.
But believe it or not, there are actually 5 Premier League clubs who've never won a major trophy, which is unbelievable, isn't it?
Is that with today's clubs?
5 Premier League current Premier League. Brentford's won, yeah.
Everton?
No, they've won a few.
Oh, they won a few.
Not for a while, but they have.
Fulham,
yeah.
Crystal Palace.
Mm-hmm.
Brentford, Fulham, Crystal Palace.
Yeah.
Is in today's Premier League.
Yeah, current Premier League.
I'll say Luton.
No, they won the League Cup. In
okay,
the 80s.
so you can't count that then.
No.
Everything. Tottenham? No, 'cause they won in 2000.
They've
What
won
scored?
loads of trophies.
Have they? Fuck.
They have in the old days.
Oh, trying to think. That's a good one. That is. So, got Brentford, Crystal Palace, Wolves.
Wolves have won trophies. They've won League Cups.
Oh, it's okay.
You've said Brentford, you've said Crystal Palace,
Crystal
you've
Palace.
said Fulham.
Trying to think.
I'll give you a clue. They both begin with B.
Burnley.
No,
No, because they won the thing, didn't they?
They won cups. Historically.
B. You got Burnley, Brentford. I can't fucking think who's B.
Brighton's won.
I forgot about Brighton.
They did get to the FA Cup final in the 80s, but lost to Man United.
Brighton. And then one more B.
Yeah,
B.
we mentioned them earlier. They lost to Luton over the weekend.
I can't.
Bournemouth.
Bournemouth, the Cherries.
Bournemouth, they've never won
The
a trophy.
Cherries. Never won a trophy.
I mean, imagine being a lifelong fan of your club and never seen them win anything.
Yeah. What? How did they get into the Premier League then?
Promotion. But even if you win the championship, it's not classed as a major trophy.
Isn't it really?
No, it's the FA Cup, League Cup, Premier League,
Oh,
and European
bloody
trophies.
hell.
Yeah.
Damn.
And also, believe it or not, Newcastle. We said earlier what a big club they are.
Yeah.
They last won a trophy in 1955, 69 seasons ago.
Bloody hell.
So there's probably not many people alive, Newcastle fans, who can remember them every month.
No.
You know, when you think about the size
That's
of that
right.
club, I mean, imagine you were the next manager to bring a trophy to Newcastle. You'd have a statue within half an hour, wouldn't you? Of the final
Yeah, you
whistle.
would, to be fair. You really would.
I haven't said that. Villa, again, another big club. They haven't won a trophy for 28 seasons.
Yeah.
You know, so us Villa fans have been long suffering as well. Birmingham City have won a trophy more recently than Villa.
Are they?
They've won the League Cup in 2011
Bloody hell.
against Arsenal, if you remember. When
I don't remember.
Alex McLeish was the manager.
Bloody hell. I forgot about that.
As Birmingham City fans are quick to remind us.
Aye.
Fair play to them.
And then they're going down.
Well, maybe not. We shall
Never
see.
know.
We shall see. Yeah.
As if, man.
Yeah,
That's
but
an
that-
interesting one.
That's all I got this week, mate.
No, thank you
I'm
very much,
done.
mate.
I'm
I've
done.
always enjoyed it. Always
Yeah.
have some fun. Always
Yeah,
enjoy
it's
it.
interesting as usual.
Definitely is. And obviously, he has got. Where? Here you go, Liz.
And piss take. Absolute piss take.
That was yours, and mine was make attain alcohol. There you go, Liz. Just for you.
Never mind. Keep smiling, don't you? Keep smiling.
Well, obviously, thank you so much, guys, for watching and obviously sharing. Thank you to the co-host, Mr. Information,
Thank you.
aka
Thank
Baz.
you.
Obviously, we really do appreciate your love and support. Thank you for watching. And
Leave some comments.
yeah,
let us
leave
know
some
what you
comments.
think.
Get more abuse of you.
Yeah,
It's quite funny.
Even if it's negative, saying we're a bunch of wankers.
That's it. But like I said, I hope you enjoy it. And obviously, please like and subscribe for more. And we'll catch you again, same time next week.
Yep.
Later.
Cheers, guys.